Looking forward to this interview. A light aircraft pilot and his passenger are counting their blessings after crash landing in the middle of a nature reserve. They were on their way from Johannesburg to Cape Town when the accident happened. Pilot Thomas Crook joins us to tell us about their lucky escape. Morning to you, Thomas. Thank you very much for your time. I'm going to ask about that moment where you brought your aircraft down, but just for those who've seen the reports in newspapers, just briefly, what actually led up to you having to make an emergency landing?
I was flying with my goddaughter down the Cape Peninsula, the western side of the Cape Peninsula. We'd just gone past Hout Bay. I think I was around about 1 mile out at 1,500 feet above sea level. And then there was a loud bang from the aircraft. So I turned the aircraft towards land, did my mayday calls. Then I spotted a road out in the distance in the national park. I still had about 1,000 feet AGL at that stage, so I thought I'd definitely make it. We went through the emergency procedures. Tammy, my passenger, she behaved extremely well. Went through all the procedures. Then I lined up with the road. And at that stage, after the Mayday call, I was speaking to the Air Force helicopter pilot, trying to tell him where I'm going down in the national park. And then when I was confident that I was definitely going to make the road, I started applying flaps, slow the aircraft down as much as I could before touchdown. And then short finals, obviously, I put full flaps. I knew I was going to make it, and we landed safely, and it was a sigh of relief. And then all of a sudden, the wing caught the fane boss and swung us to the left. We got out of the aircraft, both of us evacuated because there was possibility of fuel around. Tammy, again, she was really good, quick to respond. Got out of the aircraft, moved away, and all is well. We both came out unscathed, thank goodness.
Any landing you can walk away from, they say, is a good landing, Tom, but this might have been pushing that a little bit far. I've just got about a minute or so left with you, Tom. Can you tell me what has been determined to be the cause of the failure? And some people describing what you did as a heroic form of piloting as well. A lot of people giving you credit for the way you handled the aircraft. But what actually, now that you've looked back, led to the failure? Any idea?
Yes, we have determined the failure. The propeller actually came off when I was out at sea. That was a sudden loss of power that I experienced. On the way down, doing my checks, I checked pressure and temperatures. I noticed that the RPM was setting a maximum RPM. I throttled back. And on further investigation, when the aircraft was on the ground, the crash recovery team couldn't find the propeller. And we did more investigation looking at the prop, and yeah, it looks definitely it came off out at sea.
It must have been terrifying, Tom, but congratulations, I think, from the entire aviation industry. Receiving a lot of credit is Thomas Crook for the way he handled that. It could have gone very, very badly. And as I was saying earlier, Thomas, not brand new to piloting, but relatively new, and still had the experience and the frame of mind to land that aircraft and walk away from it.
I still don't know how it happened.
It's incredible.
But it did happen.
Incredible piloting from Thomas
Crook.
Tom, thank you for joining us this morning, telling us how that all happened. All the best. Hopefully we'll see Thomas back in the air in no time at all.
All right.